Good morning, friends. Christy Hamilton here to read you a story. And the last story I asked you to look for music that's recorded that you could listen to. So I have 3 different types of recorded music. Let's see if you can figure out what those are. Some of you might not have heard of. Let's start with the most recent. This is a collection of CDs or compact discs. This one is Lucky, the album Lucky by the Whamadiddle Dingbats. They use a very interesting instrument called a dulcimer, a hammer dulcimer. So look up hammer dulcimer if you're interested in that music. And then let's see, over here I have, ta-da, a record or an LP, or some people call them vinyls. This is Elton John's greatest hits, and inside of that will come, sometimes it just has a paper sleeve, sometimes it has this nice cardboard sleeve, and this is what it looks like. This is a vinyl record by Elton John. It looks like a giant CD. You put it on top of a record player, and there's a little pin that sticks up, and it goes around and around and has a needle on an arm. And as it goes around on all these little tiny grooves, it plays music. That wasn't a very scientific explanation, but and then you fight to get it back into it, and you try not to touch the whole record so you don't get fingerprints on it. That's the record album or LP or vinyl that I am having great trouble putting back in. And then we have 8-track cassettes. Here's a John Wayne cassette. I kind of want to listen to that. It's called America, Why I Love Her. So I'm not sure if these are songs or voices. I don't have an 8-track tape right now. I lost it a while back. Freddie Fender, 8-track tape, and Daryl Hall and John Oates, 8-track tape cassette. One of these days, if I find a player, I'll show you. So see if you can think of other things that you have in your home that record music that you can listen. I know that my boys use an MP3 player or a Bluetooth to connect it to their car's stereo. So that's what they use. Anyways, today I'm going to read this fun book. This is called Stand Back, Said the Elephant, I'm Going to Sneeze, by Patricia Thomas, illustrated by Wallace Tripp. Look at all of the different animals on that page. Isn't that fun? Are they all running away from him? We shall see. Stand back, I'm going to sneeze. What kind of animal is that? Is that for real or is that pretend? Stand back, said the elephant, I'm going to sneeze, by Patricia Thomas, illustrated by Wallace Tripp. Stand back, said the elephant, I'm going to sneeze. I hate to alarm you, but I don't wish to harm you. My friends, I fear it's clear, oh dear, you better stand back, I'm going to sneeze. Gotta hand it to him, that's kind of thoughtful. Oh no, cried the buffalo. You're so big and strong, and your trunk is so long, your sneezes send everyone flying along, bumping and thumping down pathway and trail, bouncing and jouncing head over tail, tumbling and bumbling, your sneeze is a gale. Or a hurricane, I hate to complain, but please don't sneeze. No, please don't sneeze, cried the monkeys in the trees. You make such a breeze when you sneeze. The last time you blew us right out of the trees. The branches began to bend and to sway, and some of us landed so far away we didn't get back until the next day. The leaves all went whirling and tumbling and swirling, and the flowers shook for hours the last time you sneezed. Even a cough would knock some of us off. Oh, please don't sneeze. Do you think this might have happened before in the past? With a shriek, the parrot opened his beak. The elephant says he's going to sneeze. Oh, elephant, please, cried the birds in the trees. The last time you sneezed, we lost every feather. We didn't know whether we'd ever get back together. Every parakeet was bare as a sheet from his head to his feet. What's more, all the whales had peacock's tails, and the wings of the cockatoo were stuck on the kangaroo. You must confess it was quite a mess, very confusing and not too amusing. Even a snuffle makes our feathers ruffle. Oh, please don't sneeze. Ruh-roh, does elephant have a reputation for frightening sneezes? Do you know what a reputation is? When you're known for something that has happened before? I have a reputation for blowing big bubbles with bubblegum. What do you have a reputation for? Fly, fly, called the birds to the bees. The elephant says he going to sneeze. Oh no, buzzed the bees. Not a sneeze, not a sneeze. The last time he blew off our stings and our wings, and we had to make do with rose thorns and glue. Furthermore, what a shock! We all had to walk on our knees, if you please, and that's hard on bees' knees. While our wings grew back in, what a sin! Oh, please don't sneeze! It would be fun to draw a picture of the animals and what it looked like right after the last time the elephant sneezed. Poor birds without any wings. Beware, beware, called the bees to the bear. The elephant says he's going to sneeze. Oh, please, not a sneeze, said the bear. That's not fair, I declare. The last time he sneezed, he blew off all my hair, and he left me so bare I spent the whole winter in long underwear. Nothing's so sad as a bear that is bare. The poor giraffe, don't laugh, almost bent in half, and the alligator's snout was turned inside out. The last time he sneezed, a sniff or a snuff is bad enough, but a sneeze, oh, please don't sneeze. What would those animals look like if you drew them? A bear with no hair? An alligator snout was turned inside out? I don't suppose that you could hold your nose or wait a while? Asked the crocodile with a sad little smile. Oh my, do try, said the fly. We wish, said the fish, you would if you could. The last time you blew off all our scales from our head to our tails, and our gills got the chills. Our skin is so thin. If you do it again, we'll freeze. Oh, please don't sneeze. What would fish look like without any scales? The zebra yelled, "Yipes! You'll blow off my stripes, plus lots and lots of the leopard spots, and all of the snakes will be tied up in knots." The hippopotamus said, "A lot of us will fall right on our bottomus if you sneeze. So please, don't sneeze." Fall off on our bottomus. That's funny. "I'm sorry, my friends," said the elephant sadly. "About all of this I do feel badly. If I could keep from sneezing, I'd do it gladly, but I have such a twitch in my trunk and an itch, plus a bit of a tickle and even a pickle. You must run, fly and hop. I'm afraid I can't stop. I would if I could, but there's nothing to do. Boo!" shouted a little gray mouse, jumping out of his house. He stood right up on his little tiptoes, stuck out his tongue and wiggled his nose. "Eek!" shouted the elephant, jumping up in the air. That's a mouse standing there. I must hide in a tree before he gets me, or jump in the lake, for goodness sake. Don't scare me. Please spare me." Little tiny mouse scared the elephant. The mouse laughed. Oh, pooh, now what could I do? A little thing like me to a big thing like you? I only wanted to give you a scare, and it worked as sure as you're standing there. Elephant, think about it, please. You completely forgot to sneeze. Well, what do you know? Laughed the elephant. That's so. It's astounding, confounding. As I live and breathe, I don't think I really have to sneeze. He began to giggle. That's the funniest thing that has happened to me. Ha 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 ho 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 ho. The elephant shook from his head to his toe. He ho-hoed and ha-ha'd. He giggled and guffawed. He chortled and chuckled until his knees buckled. Look at all the fun words for laugh. He chortled and chuckled and giggled and guffawed and ho-hoed and ha-ha'd. He sat down and rolled from side to side. In fact, the elephant laughed till he cried. He laughed till the ground was shivering and shaking, and all of the trees were quivering and quaking. The monkeys came tumbling out of the trees, and the stings fell off every one of the bees. The birds' feathers went flying to goodness knows where. Oh dear. All of the hair fell off the bear, the giraffe bent in half, and the alligator's snout turned inside out. The fish lost their scales from head to their tails. Rut-row. The zebra yelled, "Yipes! There go my stripes!" while the hippo went thump right on his plump. You know what. And into a puddle the mouse went kerplop. Then he sat up and shouted, "This simply must stop! We're terribly glad that you don't have to sneeze, but if you must laugh, laugh softly, oh elephant, please." Did any of you think that the elephant was not going to sneeze and so none of that scary stuff would happen to the animals? Sounds like his laugh is as bad as a sneeze. And that is the end. Draw one of those animals, if you please. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Take care.